5, 4, 3, 2. God is good. There is only good. There is only God. And we're happy. We're all one, folks. God is all there is. This is the allness of God. The onlyness of God. God is all there is. And God is good. God is whole. We are not separate. You and I are not separate. All of us, this whole universe, is sum of one. And what is that one? It is God. God is everything there is. Cosmology is the study of everything there is. Well, I'm sorry that things are not ship-shaped the way they should be, but that takes eyesight. Do you know anybody who wants to share his eyesight with a blind person? That is a major undertaking going on at the present time on a chat with Glendora on the TV ship, the Glendora TV Enterprise. A vow that was taken in the year 1952 at age 53, I think. Or was it 1951 at age 52? But along in there, the vow was taken to do television. And it has gone on for how many years? Like 70, right? With no deviation. With no wandering from the path. What can I do for you? Excuse me. What can all of us here in the universe do for you? Forget the pronoun I. Forget the pronoun me, you. And you plural. There's just one person, and that's the first person plural. It is all of us together. God is all of us together. Now you Christian Science might say something like this. You say this knee hurts? Yeah. Well, you say there's a pain? Yeah. Well, who created that pain? Well, there's only one creator. Is that so? Yes, there's only one creator. Is that creator good? Yeah, that creator's good. Do you think that creator would create a pain? I guess not. That creator wouldn't create a pain. Well then, if there's only one creator and that creator wouldn't create a pain, then there's no pain. Because nobody else created that. There's nobody else around to create it. Oh. So go away, pain. Go away. I have to say how exhilarating it is, and I wish to share it with you. There we go again. How exhilarating it is, and how all of us together can share it, is to read the thousands and thousands of testimonies of people who have been healed by Christian Science with the Scriptures by Mary Baker Eddy, written in the last decades of the 1800s, just before the 1900s. It is so happifying. It is so happifying to read those. These people who had suffered years and years and years, all of their lives up until the time they got a copy of. Yes, hello everybody. Right in the middle, no, right at the end of doing our talk on September 18th, Friday. Remember I said I'll call Wayne Collins? Well, guess what? There was a big pop. Big pop. And I knew something had gone wrong with the electricity. What it turned out to be was that the floodlight that you need for a good picture, even if Glendora is in it, that the floodlight was too close. Sandy and Andrew said it too close to the camcorder, and the floodlight heated up the liquids in the battery, which is a beautiful battery. It's a 4-hour battery, and that exploded. And it was dark because the light went out, and I began to smell, and there was smell smoke, and I said, do I call the fire department or don't I? Well, I did. I wished I hadn't. There was really no need to. If I didn't know whether it was going to burst into flames or not, you see. But it didn't. You know, and all I had to do was wait. So I called the fire department through medical alert. And they did a good job. And then when I saw that it was going to be all right, I called back medical alert and I said, please abort the call. Don't send the fire department. Everything's all right. But you know how it is. They want to do it their way. And so the fire department came. And it was kind of funny. And it was more hysteria than anything else. But the firemen and then the emergency people, you know, the emergency health people, they came, and the place was just crawling like ants with people all over the place. My dear neighbor and director of our Massaw Free Library came to see if I was all right, and she wanted me to go outside in the fresh air, and I said, please, I don't want to go out. But they came and they urged me to go out, and so on my own, following my path with the sink and the refrigerator and the pictures on the wall and passing the bathroom, and went out the front door. And they were trying to put me into, they wanted me to go outdoors, and I didn't want to go down that one step with the walker. So they said I could stay inside the hall. And they were trying to fit me into the chair in the hall, and one fireman grabbed me by the pant leg to pull me over and seat me into that chair. That was funny. Then we all told jokes to each other. The Alexa, who works for the Nassau Ambulance, she had very good jokes. And then they started examining me all over. And let's see, Pat said this was for, what was that for, Pat?
Check the oxygen level in your blood.
In the finger. Oxygen level. And this and that and this and that. And then they took the blood pressure. And they knew that I was 92 and a third years old. No doctors, no medicine. And when Alexa tightened the blood pressure, and it came out, and she says, look at this, sure, she's better than all of her. She's got better blood pressure than all of us. 120/70. Perfect. So that was kind of funny. But what else was I to tell you? Oh, Joe took my camcorder. and the poor battery was all whizzing. Oh, it was a terrible, terrible thing to do to her darling camcorder that had done so much service for so many years. So he took it. He says, I want them to examine this. No, that is just a little too much. What's that all about? So I said, well, please will you give me the SD card? And he says, I don't think you can get it out. I said, make sure the camera is pointing away from you, and over here you'll see a strap. And he says, well, there isn't any strap left. And I said, you'll see a little door here. And if you push that door, if you open the little door, and then push the SD card up, it will spring and come back to you. And then you can take it out. Well, give him credit. He did it. And this is the very SD card that we're recording on right now. I didn't want to tell you all this sequel, but I guess it's best for you to know. Pat, while we got the camcorder going and off camera, will you read the advertiser article? Or would you rather not?
I don't know where it is.
You stay right there. I think I can get it, honey.
Okay.
No, I can't. I can't reach it, dear.
Okay.
Or can I?
That's drawer number
9. Yeah, I need drawer 11.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. I'm going to come in, folks, so Pat can get by. And there's whatever articles there are in there. Would you read all of them? I think there might be 2 or 3. Folks, I've decided that the advice that I give people is very good. Nobody ever comes back for more. And listen to this. Under the Republicans, you cannot earn your keep. Under the Republicans, you cannot earn your keep. And under the Democrats, you can't keep what you earn.
Okay, I have the articles.
Yeah, do you have 2 or 3 of them?
There's 2 of the same article.
Oh, okay.
So really only 1 current article for
Just
you.
1?
That's all that's in here.
Oh, okay. You can read it from there if you want.
Okay.
Go ahead, Pat. This article was in the Advertiser, which is our shopping news, our hometown shopping news in southern Rensselaer County. And it is in behalf of animals, vegan commercials, to be kind. Pat's going to read it for you.
Keep your hands away from your face unless you are in the bathroom. Wash them with soap and water as hot as you can stand. Then use the washcloth with water as hot as you can stand instead of toilet paper. Go vegan.
Toilet paper? That's a mistake. I'm sorry, people. It should have been instead of paper towels.
Okay. Instead of paper towels. Go vegan. No animal products. Live to 92 and a quarter years old. Years old. No doctors. No medicine. Keep the immune system healthy with plenty of jokes. An old maid put an ad in the newspaper for a husband. She received 100 answers. They all said the same thing. You can have mine. That's it.
Well, that was good of you, dear.
You're welcome.
Well, do you think this SD card's going to work, folks? Now, I can't find out because you have to take a spike and put it into the DVD, the JVC camcorder, and put it into a monitor and play it back that way. But I think we'll get to that. Even though I can't see, I think we'll get to that. Well, Pat, let's just shut it off. We've done our test, and thank you so much. This is a new soup, folks. Broccoli and sweet potato. Campbell's soup. I think it's pretty good, Pat.
Do I just close the door to the...
No, first thing you do is the stainless steel button with a red center.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know anybody who wants a job? Do you know anybody who wants to share vision with somebody who's blind? It can be either a volunteer job, because that's so good for us, it depurates the soul and the mind to volunteer, or you can get paid for it. We paid Devin $2,000. We paid Austin $12,000. We paid Gregory $50,000. We paid Madeline $5,000. We paid Amanda, I think, $4,000, and Alyssa $3,000, I think. And the Raphaels, we paid them a couple of thousand. So you can be paid for it if you want, or you can just do it for the goodness of the soul. How about we ask our nice neighbor next door, Jeff, when he goes to work in the morning at 6:30, I get up at 5, if Jeff will say, Glendora, are you okay? And when he comes home at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Glendora, you're okay. How about asking Melissa upstairs, when she comes home in the afternoon, just say, Glendora, are you okay? How about asking Tom across the driveway, when he comes home in the afternoon, Glendora, are you okay? That should appease the owner of the property, don't you think? Did we tell you what the celebration was on completing 70,000 telephone calls since October the 18th, the year 2013? Well, Sue volunteers to help the African refugees. She teaches them English as a second language. She helps them get registered with this and that. She helps them find jobs. She helps them get furniture for their home, giveaways. So we asked Sue to take the $70, put 35 in one envelope and 35 in another envelope, and say Jesus saves on the outside. And that's how we celebrate it. Because when the thought was about, well, have a party, buy this, treat ourselves to something, no. It just had no satisfaction in it, no excitement in it. But when we thought of the $70, now that's exciting. Sue also volunteers for the Pregnancy Center, but that's an agency, and it just seems so much better to give the money directly into the hands of a person. That's what we did $1,000 with the homeless back a couple of years ago. They stand outside of the red light where the cars have to stop, and that's how we gave away $1,000. We shared $1,000. That has some kick to it. We didn't finish doing the words, did we? Advice to recommend a course of action to somebody. Glendora's advice is very good. Nobody comes back for more. Adynamic. We all know what that means. Lacking your dynamics. Adynamic. Then there's one word we can't think of. And then the last one is allotropic, displaying different properties as to the velocity of light, as to conduction. It's the opposite of isotropic, which the situations are all the same. The properties are all the same. No jokes. A chat with Glendora always has a happy ending. Everybody is glad when it's over. The policeman stopped a man, a motorist, because he had no taillight. And the motorist looked behind him, and then he began to shiver and shake. And the policeman said to the motorist, "It's not that bad, you just don't have a taillight." And the man says, "But where's my wife and trailer?" Can't you get along without those crutches? You've been wearing those crutches for a long time. Well, my doctor says I can, but my lawyer says I can't. Isn't this toy too complex for a child? No. This toy is made to adjust a child to living in today's world. No matter how he puts it back together again, it's wrong. Marilyn said, "Last year I was miserable and depressed. This year I've turned that around completely. This year I'm depressed and miserable." The camping group was hopelessly lost in the northern woods of Maine. And one of the camping parties said, "You told us you were the best guide in the state of Maine." Well, I am. But right now, I think we're in Canada. Use the word bewitches in a sentence. Okay. You guys go ahead. I'll bewitch us in a minute. A dog was asked, "Are you bilingual?" And the dog said, "Woof, meow." "Boss, you could promote a man like me, couldn't you?" And the boss said, "If he wasn't too much like you." The MC at the lodge meeting said, "The grand invincible potentate will not be here tonight. His wife won't let him out of the house." When I was in college, the husband said, I had women running in circles around me, and his wife said he was a track coach. Dorothy says, "I have the most delicious recipe for casserole. I simply mention it, and my husband says, 'Let's eat out.'" A man called the hospital and says, "I'm inquiring as to the condition of James Parsons." And the nurse says, "Well, Mr. Parsons had a good night's sleep. He's resting comfortably today, and we think tomorrow he'll be discharged." "Who is calling?" The man says, "James Parsons. The doctor doesn't tell me anything." Okie dokie. I'll give you a countdown when we come back. 5, 4, 3, 2.